The code is 0580 and the variant is 1. Let's start solving this paper today. Our first question is, write down the order of rotational symmetry of this diagram. If you start rotating this diagram, this is a square. So you can see the shaded blocks, they will fix onto their starting shape 4 times in 360-degree rotation. So its order of rotation symmetry would be 4. So B part, on the diagram draw all the line of symmetry. So symmetrical lines, let me draw it. This is a symmetrical line, 1, this is second, third, and this is fourth. So these are all the lines of symmetry on this diagram. Question number 2, probability that a train is late is 0.15. Write down the probability that the train is not late. So you subtract 0.15 from 1. So this is 0.85. In question number 3, the stem and leaf diagram shows the number of hours that each of 16 students studied last week. So find the median. So you divide 16 by 2, you add 1 in it, divided by 2, so you get 17 out of 2, which is 8.5. So now see where is the 8th value. So I mark it with red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th value is here, so 0.5 is in the middle of 7 and 9. So you take 7 and 9. Actually you have to take 27 and 29. 7 means 27 and 9 means 29. So you add both of them and divide it by 2. So you get the median, 28. Mode is the most occurring number. So you can see 1 and 1 2 times. So you can write 21 mode. Range is subtract the highest value, subtract the lowest from the highest value. So lowest is 12 and highest is 47. So 47 minus 12 is your range, 35. In this question, we have to find the value of A, B and C. So I can write A as 59 because it is vertically opposite angle, and for C, because there are two parallel lines, so 180 minus 59 plus 37, this is 96, and now subtract 96 from 180, you will get angle C, 84. So for B, you subtract angle A and C from 180, so angle C is 84, angle A is 59, so you add both of them and subtract from 180, so you get B, and B is 37. Okay, question number 5, work out 6 minus 5 plus 8 minus 1. So this is very simple question. You just add 6 plus 8 and then minus 5 plus minus is minus 5 minus 1. So this is minus 6. You multiply 3 inside the bracket with 4 and 7. So minus 12 and 21. The nth term of the sequence is n square plus 3n. Find the first three term of this sequence. So when n is equal to 1, so your 1 square plus 3 times 1, and this is 4. N is equal to 2. So 2 square plus 3 times 2 is equal to 10. N equals 3. So 3 square plus 3 into 3, this is equal to 18. So you write in the answer space 4, 10 and 18. These are the first 5 terms of the different sequence. Find the nth term of this sequence. So first look for the difference. 18 minus 25 is minus 7. 11 minus 18 is minus 7. 4 minus 11 is minus 7. And minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7. So this is a linear sequence because the first difference is constant. Constant means same. So we use a plus n minus 1 times t. A is our value of first term and d is the difference. So place the values in this. 25 plus n minus 1 times minus 7. Now solve it. So you get 32 minus 7, and this is your nth term formula. Solve the simultaneous equations. You must show all your working. So I would try to make the same y's. So I will multiply the upper equation by 5 and the lower equation by 1. So it becomes 10x plus 5y equals 15, and when multiplied by 1 the lower equation, so you have to write the same thing. Now plus 5y minus 5y will cancel each other out. 10x plus x is 11x and 15 plus 40 is 55. So your x is 5. Pick one out of two from these equations. So try to pick the simple one. X minus 5y equals 40. So you place the value of x, which is 5, in it and solve it for y. So your y is minus 7. So x is 5, y is minus 7. Question number 8. Without using a calculator. Okay, 1 whole 3 over 8 minus 5 over 6. So first turn this mixed number into a proper fraction. 8 times 1 is 8 and plus 3 is 11 over 8 minus 5 over 6. Now 8 and 6, find the LCM. So your LCM is 2 into 4 into 3, which is 24. So 8 times 3 is 24. That 3 would multiply the numerator 11 and it is 33, minus 6 times 4 is 24 and 4 would multiply with 5. So 20. So 33 minus 20 is 24. (13/24) would be your answer. Question number 9. A is a 0.5 minus 5 and B is a 0.93. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. So you write x1, y1, x2, y2 under the coordinates so that you don't do mistake in picking the values. So x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2 is the formula to find out the midpoint. So now carefully place the values in x1 and x2, y1 and y2. 5 plus 9 over 2 minus 5 plus 3 over 2, simplify them and you get the midpoint coordinate 7, comma, minus 1. Find the length of AB. So formula for the length of AB is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square whole under the root. Now carefully place the values. X2 is 9 minus 5 whole square plus 3 plus 5 whole square under root and solve it and you get 8.94. Question number 10. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. Okay, if you rotate A anti-clockwise and then anti-clockwise 90 degree, you can feel that it will fit on B. So now we have to find the center of rotation. So join any two corresponding points uh, let me join these, these 2 points, and I will draw its perpendicular bisector. So try to draw the perpendicular bisector with the help of compass, not with the ruler. And join another 2 corresponding points. Draw its perpendicular bisector. So let me correct my first perpendicular bisector. So where these two perpendicular bisector meets, that would be your center of rotation. Now from A has been rotated onto B 90 degree anti-clockwise. So and about 0 comma minus 1. So you rotate A anti-clockwise, then it will fit on B. Okay, triangle A onto C. This is enlargement. So you can join corresponding points and extend the line behind C, any two. So where these two lines meets behind C, that would be your center of enlargement. And now he says A onto C, so it means you have to write C over A. So you take any side of the C, like I placed arrows, so this is 1 unit, divided by, take the corresponding side of A, which is 3 units, so your scale factor is 1 over 3. So you can write now A has been enlarged onto C, scale factor is 1 over 3, and center of enlargement is 6, 6. Okay, now translation. So move each point 2 units to the right and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 unit in the y direction. So move every point vertex of the triangle A 2 unit to the right and 10 unit above. So I'm marking this with green points. So join all these 3 points. So you have translated A. This is C. Simplify fully. 4a b power 5 whole power 4. So everything has a power 4. So you can write 4 power 5 a power 4, 4 power 4, a power 4, b power 20. So 4 power 4 is 256, a power 4, b power 20. This is your answer. 2p power 1 over 3 equals 6. So first you divide 6 by 2. So your p power 1 over 3 is equal to 6 over 2, which is 3. So p is equal to 1 over 3 equals 3. So cube both sides so that you can get rid of 1 over 3. So your answer would be p equals 27. 81 square divide t power 3 power t is equal to 9. So make the base same, like I can write 3 power 2 instead of 81. So whole power 2 divide 3 power 3 power t equals 3 power 2. So 3 power 8 divide 3 power t equals 3 power 2. So when bases are same and they are dividing each other, so power must be subtracted. So I can write 3 power 8 minus t equals c power 2. So basis becomes same on either side of is equal to sign. So I can write 8 minus t is equal to 2. From here you can find the value of t, which is 6. Okay, next question. The profit a company makes decreases exponentially at a rate of 0.9% per year. In 2014, the profit was $9,500. Calculate the profit in 2019. So decrease means I have to use minus sign, and exponentially means I have to use the formula of compound interest. So A equals P times 1 minus R over 100. Minus is because of the word decrease. And now place the values. P is over 9500, 1 minus 0.9 over 100 power, and N is over 5 because it's from 2014 to 2019 makes 5 years. So now use a calculator and you get the value. Write them in 3SF, so 9080. Question number 13. On a map, a lake has an area of 32 centimeters square. The scale of the map is 1:24,000. Calculate the actual area of the lake. Give your answer in kilometers square. So you can write your own formula like map area times scale factor square, because he is talking about area, so you have to square the scale factor, is equal to ground area. So map area is 32 and scale factor is 24,000, square it, and ground area. So 32 into square of 24,000 is this much, equals ground area. Now multiply 32 with that. So you get 1.8432 into 10 power 10. This is your ground area, but this is in square centimeter. So we have to convert it into kilometer square. So we know that 100,000 centimeter equals 1 kilometer. So by squaring both sides, we get this much centimeter square equals 1 kilometer square. So we have to divide 1.8432 into 10 power 10 by this value. So it will give you 1.8432 kilometer square, and 3SF is 1.84. Y is directly proportional to the square root of x minus c when x is equal to 28, y is equal to 20. Find y when x is equal to 39. So you start writing like this. Y is directly proportional to square root of x minus 3. So y equals k times x minus 3 root. Now find the value of x by placing the given value of x and y. Solve it for k. So your k is 4. Put back the value of k, which is 4, in the formula. Y equals 4x minus c root. Now he says find y when x is equal to 39. So you have to place the value of x, 39. Solve it for y. So your y is 24. Make h the subject of the formula 2mh equals g bracket 1 minus h. Okay. So 2mh is equal to, you multiply g inside the bracket, so you get g minus gh. Now bring gh towards 2mh, so it becomes 2mh plus gh is equal to g. From here you take h common, so 2m plus g is equal to g, so make h the subject, so h equals g over 2m plus g. So this is your answer. Question number 16. Find the gradient of the line L. So you make a triangle on it. So I'm making the triangle with the red. So gradient M is always equal to y over x if you have a grid at the background. So count the y coordinates, 1, 2, 3 units, and count the x coordinates, 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So you write negative with 3 over 4 because the lines drawn this way have always the negative gradient, and the lines drawn this way have always a positive gradient. So you write negative with this line L. So your gradient is minus 3 over 4. Find the equation of the line L in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, we can choose any coordinate on the line. So for example, I pick 0 comma 2. So we have the gradient. We can use y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So you place 2 in y and m minus 3 over 4, and in x1 you put 0, and now simply try to simplify it. So this is 4y minus 8 equals minus 3x. So we have to write this in the form y equals mx plus c. So this is your y equals mx plus c. 4 is a common denominator, so I simplify it with 3x and 8. In part C, find the equation of the line that is perpendicular to the line L and passes through the point 12 minus 7. Give your answer in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so gradient of line L is minus 3 over 4. So because the line is perpendicular to L, so it gradient would be the reciprocal of gradient of L and the opposite sign. So minus, opposite of minus is plus, and the reciprocal of 3 over 4 is 4 over 3. So again use y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus minus plus, because the y coordinate is minus 7. Y plus 7 equals 4 over 3 x minus 12. From here solve it, multiply 3 by y and 7, and then 4x minus 48, then 3y equals 4x minus 48 minus 21, then 3y is equal to 4x minus 69. So y is equal to 4x minus 69 whole over 3. So actually this is 4x over 3 minus 69 over 3, because 3 is a common denominator. So I can write it y equals 4 over 3x minus 23. 69 can be simplified further by 3. So this is your equation. 17 says a bag contains 3 blue buttons, 8 white buttons and 5 red buttons. Okay, write the values. So total buttons are 16. 2 buttons are picked at random from the bag without replacement. Work out the probability that the 2 buttons are either both red or both white. So it's better to draw a tree diagram. So this is blue, white, red. So blue, white, red, blue, white, red, blue, white, red. So we will work on only, no need to work with blues, because he said both red or both white. So both reds are here, both whites are here. So only you can write the probability on these areas. If the first white has been picked, so its probability would be 8 over 16. If the second is picked and it is also white, so it would be 7 over 15. So same for red. If the first red is picked, its probability is 5 over 16. If the second is also red, so 4 out of 15. So now calculate their probabilities. Along the branch we always multiply. So 8 over 16 times 7 over 15. So this is 7 over 30. Likewise 5 over 16 into 4 over 15 would be 1 over 12. So along the branch 7 over 30 and 1 over 12 are along the branch. So along the branch we always add probabilities. So 7 over 30 plus 1 over 12. So this gives you 19 over 60. Question number 18. It's a vector question. So PS ratio SQ is given 4 ratio 5. So write it down on the lines. Find OS in terms of A and P in the simplest form. So I draw OS in the red. So OS would be equals to OQ plus QS. OQ is B. We don't have QS, so to find QS we have to find QP. So QP is equal to OP minus OQ. And OP is A and OQ is B. So A minus B. This is our QP. So QS is 5 over 9 of QP. So 5 over 9 of A minus B. So write this value in the first place, QS, under QS. And from here now simplify it. So 9 is your LCM, so 9B plus 5A minus 5B, and it becomes 4B plus 5A whole over 9. So you can take 1 over 9 outside and you can write 5A plus 4B. So this is your simplest form. In question 19, sketch the graph of y is equal to tan of x. So at 90 you draw the dotted line parallel to the y-axis, and at 270 you draw a dotted line parallel to the y-axis. Now from 0 down, from 0 up, draw a curve and extend it, but don't touch it with the dotted line because these dotted lines are asymptotes. And after 90, from down to 180, make a curve like this. From 180, make the same curve like you did in the beginning from 0 to 90. And after 270, again from down to 360. So this is your perfect sketch of y is equal to tan of x. Now solve the equation 5 tan of x is equal to 1. Range is from 0 to 360. So 5 tan of x is equal to 1, so tan of x is equal to 1 over 5, x is equal to tan inverse of 1 over 5, which is 11.30. So now tan of x was positive, so let's see where it is positive. A, S, T, C. So in the first quadrant where A is written, tan is positive, and in T, in the third quadrant where T is written, so tan is positive. So your basic angle 11.3 is here with the x-axis, and in the third quadrant with the x-axis 11.3. So in the first quadrant 11.3 is your first answer, and for the third quadrant you have to add in 180 this 11.30. So you get the second answer. So your answers are 11.30 and 191.30. So up to one decimal place. Okay, question number 20. Distance between two towns is 600 km. Correct to the nearest 10 km. A car takes 8 hours 40 minutes. Correct to the nearest 10 minutes to travel this distance. Calculate the lower bound for the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour. So I normally tell in every paper that whenever the examiner write nearest to some value, always divide it by 2. So 10 kilometer divided by 2 is 5 kilometer. We will use this 5 kilometer plus or minus. It depends what is the need of the question. So and then 10 minutes divided by 2, that is 5 minutes, plus minus of 5 minutes will be used. Now distance is 600 km and time is 8 hours 40 minutes. So upper bound for 8 hours is 8 hours 45 minutes, and 45 minutes convert it into hours. So divided by 60, so you get 0.75. So it means 8.75 is your time, and speed is equal to distance divided by time. So we have to calculate the lower bound for average speed. So lower bound we can get only by writing the lower bound of the numerator and the upper bound of the denominator. Only in this way we can get the lower bound of the average speed. So lower bound of distance is 595, because we have subtracted 5 km from 600 km. So 595 divided by the upper bound of 8.75. Actually 8.75 is the upper bound. So this is 68 km per hour, and this is our final answer. This is my phone number and my country is Pakistan. Any inquiry, please don't hesitate to contact me. This is my WhatsApp number. So see you soon in the next paper. Thank you very much.